Well, welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today we are back on the ridge working on our off-grid barn house. This is a solo build by this old man, getting as much done as I can. Today's an exciting day because we're going to be putting on our first rim joist. That's right, 2x12 by 16 rim joist. We've got a double outer band to do. We've got a lot of work, so let's get to it. There we go, it's in. I've got a big old pile of 2x12 by 16s there. I believe there's some 2x12 by 12s under there too. And then if we look off in the distance there, I got another big old pile of 2x12 by 12. So we should have enough wood to get this job done. To be able to do this job by myself and get the rim joist secured in place, again, I'm going to be doing the inner rim board first. So I made these little jigs up here, right? I got this 2x8. I'll screw to the outside of the sill plate, and then I'll place the other 2x8 in front of that, which will allow a inner 2x12 rim joist to be placed, and I can toenail those in. And then when I toenail them, they won't kick out and be too far out. I'll do the same thing at the splice points. Of course, those go on the outside. I just put them there because they would sit pretty evenly. I'll move those to that side. That way nothing kicks out, but I will need to snap a string line, and I think I'll have to call Grandma Carol up here to help me snap that line. Speaking of Grandma Carol, I had her up there this morning, and we did some work on the inside piers. I asked her to come up here and help me place some measurements. We ran a tape measure, the proper distance from the edge of the sill plate down and then along these piers. And then we went from edge of the sill plate all the way across, and that allowed us to get our center marks where our girders are going to go on our piers. And you can tell they're not centered on the pier. My contractors did not place the piers exactly center where the girders got to go, but they are 16 by 16, so that should be not an issue. The girders are 3 2x12s wide, and that's more than enough spots right there to put them on there. You can actually see it rained. As soon as Grandma Carol and I got done taking our measurements, it rained, but we did encounter a couple issues. Let me show you those. We can see whenever I was measuring across the piers, we had some J-bolts that were in our way, and I had to cut those off with an angle grinder. And in doing so, we had a little problem. This right here is a lesson of why you always keep your guard on your angle grinder. That's right, we were grinding off, I believe it was that bolt right there, that J-bolt. And sure enough, that blade just disintegrated, shattered itself and went flying, hit the guard and did not hit me or Grandma Carol. We got lucky with that one. You can see the X will be the center of the 3 wide 2x12 girder, and that J-bolt is right in the center of it. So when I put my sill plate down, that bolt will be in the way. So I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and cut them off everywhere. We do not need them. We do have these Simpson strong tie straps, which are actually preferred for this application. Let's just go ahead and make this our first job of the day. Now, I do have hearing protection and eye protection. Matter of fact, I even got my steel-toed Crocs on and my Kevlar shorts. I should be safe. All right, angle grinder with a cutting wheel. Let's get into it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I will seal these holes with polyurethane sealant in the termite shield, so don't worry about termites getting through those holes. I wish I wouldn't have the holes, but it is what it is. Booyah! All right, now whenever I go to put the girders on, I can go ahead and take a die grinder and grind that down level if I have to. If it's not, I don't want to have any elevation issues with my girder when those interference. Ooh, these things are hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Woo! Ow. Before I can snap a line, I need to mark an inch and a half on both sides. That's the thickness of a 2x4, 2x8. There we go. Let's see here. Do this all the way around. Make sure I get it on there straight. All right. Oh, went too far over on that one. Had a little parallax error there, guys. A little parallax error. All right. I'll remember to use that side right there. All right, we got Grandma Carol down here. We're going to snap a chalk line 1.5 inches all the way around. Now that we got our corners marked, I know exactly where the chalk line needs to go, and I'll verify after we get the chalk line down that we are 1.5 inches. Then I can put my jigs up. So let's come down here. You hold this chalk. I just got some new chalk in it, so we should be good. You gotta hold it right on that side of it. You know where it goes. You gotta hold it tight right on my line. All right, you good? All right, I'm going to pop my chalk straight up. All right, you do the same thing, straight up. That's it. Pull it up. Woohoo! All right, let's go ahead and get this brought out here all the way. Whew. Right, yeah. Got mine right on it. Gonna snap mine. Boom. Snap yours. Pull it up higher. Pull it up higher. So it gives a good snap. Oh yeah, that did better. Number 3. Let's see if we can get a nice dark line. All right, you're in. Woo, yeah. Mine. Boom, done. And last but not least, number 4. Let's get a nice dark line. Start putting some wood on this bad boy. I want some wood. All right, snap yours. And mine. Boom. Done. All right, we got the chalk on number 4 done. Appreciate you, Grandma Carol, for helping out today. I got chalk all over me. Look at this. But I'm like a little kid playing in the chalk, all blue and everything. So I'm not a blue man group in Vegas though. So thank you very much. It is getting hot out here today, isn't it? Yes, it is. I am sweating like a pig, but I appreciate you. Here, let me get some sweat and chalk all over you.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Now for the moment of truth. It's time to see what our 2x12s look like. Now these are not pressure treated. You know, we opened up those over there. Those were pressure treated. They were just fine. Did the mold, mildew, termites get into these? They've been here for over a year, guys. I mean, many of you said, Tim, this is going to be a nightmare, right? It's going to be all destroyed. You can't live this way. Let's find out. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. All right, so those are 2x8s or 6s. Those are 2x6s. Look how pretty that is. 2x6s on top of 2x12, 16. So I gotta open up my other 2x12s over there because these are 16s. There's a, why is there just a couple? I'll have to figure this out. But look at this wood, guys. Come in a little closer. Well, that looks beautiful to me. I mean, look at that wood. That is just gorgeous. Again, all the 2x12s. I gotta figure out where 2x6s are. Oh, we have a nest. We got a nest. All right, am I scared? Am I scared? What's in the nest? What's in the nest? I know it's nasty. It's gone. It's gone. All right, so we got 2x12s right there. We do have a little bit of moisture, you can see, that came in some spots. But guys, these are joists. These are not external, you know, painted boards right here. I know, Scary, my rooster over there, he's telling me, looks good, Tim, looks good. So let's check out our 2x12s over here. There we go. See if they're as good a condition. 2x12x12s, I mean, these are all 2x12s. Now these should be just 2x12s. Should be, yes. Okay, we got a little bit of moisture right there. Again, these are not pressure treated, so they don't need moisture on them for too long. So let's get it back. But overall, the top board right there looks like it might have gotten some right there. But guys, look at that. That looks good. That looks good. We'll have to wait till we break them apart to see if we have any termite damage. But just a little bit of moisture on those top two boards right there. Not too bad. Well, we had a little accident here. I cut the inner strap that held the bundle together. And when I did, this whole outside stack of 2x12x16s and some of the 2x6s fell off. Now, good news is those number of 2x12s are about exactly what I need for my rim joist. So I just got to pick those up and bring them over. But I do need to get all of these 2x6s out of the way. I got all of them loaded up onto Old Blue here. We're gonna move them over to some pallets I got set up, and we'll get them tarped later. That'll allow me to get in here and get what I need. I did check my math, and these two 2x12x12s made up for the ones that were missing over there. So that is the order, and they got me installing these a little bit different than I would, and I'll explain that here in just a second. Slide these two 2x12x12 on here. And I'll have to get some more from the other stack, but at least that cleans up my mess over here. Oh. And I will use every one of these on the rim joist. All right. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Whew, I am sweating like a pig. Alrighty, we got it moved over here. See, I need a few more 2x12s, but right now I'm just going to start with the two 2x12x12s. These rest of them are 16 for our first side over here. All right, what they've done with my plans on the front and back of the house, where the girders run front to back, we've used 2x12x12s and 2x12x16s. On the sides, we're using all 2x12x16s, and I'll just have to cut 1 in half, would make 40 feet, just like we did with the sill plates. Why they did it that way, I don't know, but that's the number of 12 foot long and 16 foot long, so if I change it up, I'm gonna run out. So now I'm gonna make my jig. And you know, I'm by myself. If I had a bunch of people, we just lift these 16-foot 2x12s up here. We put them on the snap line. They'd stand by, you know, we could toenail them in and they'd stay right there. Well, I'm by myself, so I'm gonna try this jig method here. What I'm gonna do, see, I've got my chalk lines. I know exactly where the first board goes, and I'm putting on the inner joist now. So I'm just gonna set a 2x4 there, a 2x4 here, make sure they're all the way butted up against, and then I just put this 2x, so was that 6, 8, whatever it is, 2x8, put it up here, and that is going to simulate the outer rim board, right? So now I've got a perfect, and I can see the chalk line just perfectly right here. Matter of fact, come in a little closer. So if we look, you can see that chalk line right there. It goes all the way down. That is the chalk line where that outer rim board starts. So this jig should work, keep everything lined up, and I'll do another jig in the center to keep it as we go down. And I can just keep reusing this jig all the way around. 2.5-inch nails in here. Alrighty. Don't need many, I'm just trying to brace it, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Get the outside. Doesn't matter if that's split, as long as it stays where it needs to. Now, I can just put one right here. And that'll hold that one in place. Perfect. Same thing on this side. Of course, I should drill pilot holes. That would help a little bit, but it'd be all right. This is just a jig I'll throw away. Perfect. Load these first boards onto old blue here. 2 12s, which we brought over. I'll have to get more of these in a minute. And then, of course, we need 116 right here, big old 116. Stay on there. There we go. Slide her back. Let's go. Slide it down. Oh, this is exciting. It's exciting. Stay on there. Stay on there. Flip it over. I gotta come down here. Get right in there. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Okay. Looks like I got the crown backwards. I gotta flip it over. Flip it over. I want the crown up. Crown up. Oh, it's a heavy board. Oh, it's a heavy board. Oh yeah, much better. Well, that worked out pretty well. Snug as a bug in a rug. And the board is just to the right of the chalk line, which is 1.5 inches. Gives me the proper spacing. I don't think I'm going to use the boards, the jig. I think I'm just going to put some screws along the chalk line, and that'll keep me from backing away whenever I toenail. And you know, professional builders wouldn't be doing any of this. They just throw them up here, have 2 or 3 guys. They would just be snap, snap, snap. They'd have this whole foundation done just in a day or so. So I'm a little bit slower than that, but it's all right. It's all right. Let me make sure right here on the line. Now that should keep it from kicking out. All right, here we go, guys. This is the moment of glory. The very first nail going in the ridge barn house. That's right, we've got bolts, we've got everything else, but we don't have nails. This is the first nail, and I'm gonna go in about a 50-degree angle, a couple inch or 1.5 inches or so up. I wanna make sure it doesn't go into where where the outer band's gonna be, but I'll make sure it does get a good penetration down into the sill plate. Guys, I am not a professional, so I do play one on YouTube. So here we go, first nail, come on in. There we go, it's in. I'll hammer that in a little bit further, but now that should be nicely in place. Get that hammered down, perfect. I think it went down at the right angle. All right, let's go ahead and do one at the other end, get both ends secured in place, you know, because the board may be bowing in and out like this, so I have to do it all along the center once I get both ends done. But yes, exciting. All right, my screw should hold it in place. Let's see if I can get the right angle on this. Nice, 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 nice. All right, I'm on the line right here. I got a little bit of center crown, so I gotta be careful. There we go. Come down about halfway. Make sure I'm on the line. Yep. There we go. Same thing here. There we go. All right, now I gotta do them every 6 inches. All right, before I do one every 6 inches, let's see how my spacing is. Look at that. That is perfect. Come on down here. Perfect. Ow! Splinter in my finger. Perfect. Perfect. Loving it. Loving every minute of it. Yes. All right, every 6 inches. Now, I am not a speed nailer, so don't be thinking I'm gonna be going pop, pop, pop on the down here. But I will get them done. There. The first board is up, guys. Took me a while, that's for sure. I did really well on the nails, except for I had one overshoot or wrong angle. If you can see it right there, I'll have to finish hammering that down so it's not in the way. There's one nail, wrong angle. Everything else turned out very nice. Everything's straight and level and plumb. Now we gotta move on to the 12-footers. All right, this 12-footer should be a little easier to manage. So I'm kind of glad they did decide to go 2 12s and a 16 on at least 2 ends. The other ends are all 16. The other sides are all 16. So let's go ahead and get this moved down. All right, let's see how straight it is. Hopefully it's pretty straight. Get it right up on there. Actually, that is pretty darn good. I'm telling you, I'm pretty happy with that. Let me flip it over. May have a little bit of crown on it. May just have a little bit. Always want to make sure you get the crown up so the weight of the floor will push it down. Yeah, that's a lot better. It has a little bit of crown, so this should work. I think I will go ahead and do my jig. Might as well keep those ends from jumping out on me. Always better safe than sorry. It helps keep them lined up too, so. Keep it lined up. All right. Put this right in there. Oh, don't fall. Woo! That was close. That was close. That was close. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and screw this in right up here. I think this will work. Put this just to keep this lined up. There we go. Lined up perfectly. Make sure it's buttered up that's butted. All right. Make sure I gotta push down. It's down. There we go. Perfect. All right, I got my screws in along the edge there. Keep it right on the line. That way when I toenail it, it doesn't kick it out. All right, we are bowed this way, or it's curved, but I got that screw right there. So it's got pushed down, toenail it in. That worked great. We come down here, get this one toenailed in. 2 of them. And now, I'm left-handed, so I'll work this way. I'm gonna come back, go 6 inches all the way down. Nice. We can see right there, I had one more nail on the same end that was the wrong angle. It's like when I start, I got the wrong angle and then I straighten up all the way down. But you can see the little blue chalk line, which is perfectly. You can see I got a spacer board right there. It shows everything is fit perfectly. Now, let's try the second board. On this last 12 footer right here, I don't like this live edge. There's live edge on both sides. It's not really a good nailing surface for my decking. I'll save this one for something else. Which means I need to cut the straps on this bundle. Now I do not want it to fall on me, right? So let's see if I can have my lesson learned here. Oh, okay, let me walk around. Be careful, Tim, be careful, because it is kind of leaning this way. If it falls, I don't want to be in the way of it, so come on now. All right, did not fall. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, we got some beautiful wood here. We're gonna mark that one, that I don't like it. Slid back over here. All right, let's get, this is a nice one here. Yeah, nice edge on it. Let's see, I think I need 1, 2, 3. I need 3. We need 3 12 footers. Because we've already used one. Get this, oh, come on now. There we are. We'll just slap this one down in this hole right here. There we go. I'll get this covered up. I'll go ahead and get, since we're doing the inner rim joist, we're gonna have to cut a little bit off. So let's see how much we got to cut off here. It is going to be, the final verdict is 11 foot 7 and 1/4. 11 foot 7 and 1/4. All right. 11 feet 7 inches and 1/4. Right there. This one's got a funky edge. That's why I'm using this one. You gotta watch. Sometimes, These guys cut this stuff a little wonky at the factory. Like butter. Now let's see if it fits. Does it fit? Does it fit? Right up against there. Get it right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Perfect cut. All right, I got my anti-kick-out screws already on there. Everything looks really good. Got one there. I'm gonna go ahead and put two right here. There we go. And then we'll go every sit. Make sure I didn't push through. I didn't push through this time. That's a good idea. I got lucky. I got lucky. I got lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Lucky. All right, Tim, shut up. Just shut up, Tim. Shut up. Oop, missed one. Oop, missed two. Oh, the sun is beating down on me. Beating down. Uh-oh, what happened? Got a little jam. Jam to the jam jam. Oh, yeah, I got a jam. Give me just a second, gotta clear it out. All right, jam is all cleared up. It should work. Let's see. Yeah. Let's do a couple here. There we go. There we go. One hole rim joist complete. I did put screws in the splices to keep them upright and together. Did the same thing down here. Screws, keep them upright together. Of course, when I get the outer rim joist on, everything will line up a little bit better as well. But is it level? Is the foundation level? Let's find out. Got the trusty Johnson level. Let's get it set on there. Step back and see what we got. Oh my gosh, guys, come here, look at this. Do you see what I see? I see level. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, guys, it's level. Yeah. What about the middle and the other corner? Let's go down to the middle here. Perfectly middle. Set that right there. What do we got? Da-da-dang, da-da-dang, dang. Level. Last but not least, this corner. Oh, guys, come here. It's the same thing. Level as can level be. Look at that. Hopefully I don't have any parallax error there, but it is level to my eye. How about yours? All right, we are turning the corner. Literally turning the corner. After this, we should start to fly. Fly like an eagle to the sea. Gonna fly like an eagle where the spirits carry me. Oh, yes. Now, one thing I gotta do is pull this back. Make sure it's nice and plumb. Now, some of these boards aren't even the same thickness. So I have to make sure I get one that does match. Houston, we have a problem. You can see everything lined up, very, very smooth. We come over here and look at there. That corner is high. That corner is really high. That corner is really, that's a 1/4 inch high. And the reason is this board is 11.5 inches on this end and 11.25 on that end. And all those are 11.25. Of course, this one right here is 11.25. So they're on the bottom, so I'll just have to plane everything when I get done. I knew I was going to have to do that anyway. This dimensional lumber is not precise. So once we get everything in, the inner joist, the outer joist, everything, we'll plane it down, make sure it's smooth, all where the floor joists meet up. We'll make sure everything is level, smooth, and ready to go for the subfloor. All right, let's get back at it. Make sure we're not going through. Oh yeah, looks good. Looks good. Oh, hit a knot, hit a knot. Alrighty. Woohoo! Once we have this corner done, I can take my jig off here. Ding, ding, ding. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. Oh, there it is. Haha, couldn't find it. All right, jig. Jiggity, jiggity, jig. Jig is up. Ouch. Now, I can face these nails right here. All right, I went ahead and put a couple screws in there, and that brought the two ends perfectly together. So now, we'll just face these up, and looks great. Oh man, look at this corner right here too. This corner is perfect. All right guys, you've seen me do one whole side and then start on the next past the corner. Well, the rest is pretty much the same. So let's go ahead and do this in time lapse. Even listen to a new Ridge Life song. Come on. Yeah!
Won't keep me down. Rain and storms, just a thing I deal with. Building this off-grid dream on the ridge. It's a big, big day. Hands in the dirt, Crocs in the mud. I've come this far, no looking back. No looking back. First nail goes in. First nail goes in. Rim joists go around. Rim joists go around. This house takes shape. This house takes shape. A place called home. A place called home. Rim joists go around. Level by level, foundation setting firm. Piece by piece, I keep it steady. Sawdust on my face, hope in my palms. It's a big, big day. Hammer to wood, hard on the line. I've come this far, no looking back. No looking back. First nail goes in. First nail goes in. Rim joists go around. Rim joists go around. This house takes shape. This house takes shape. A place called home. A place called home. Morning comes slow, I'm back at it again. Coffee in the Yeti, plans on the tailgate. Lumber stacked high, waiting for the frame. Every little board calling me me by name. When the wind cuts hard, I stand up taller. When the road gets rough, I build it stronger. Every bruise, every scar ends up in the frame. And the morning sun knows my name. Lay light on the ridge boards, lean by the door. Kids run through the dust, laughing on the floor. One more rung higher, one more beam set true. This old dirt hill starts feeling like you. First nail goes in, first nail goes in. Rim joists go round, rim joists go round. This house takes shape, this house takes shape. A place called home, a place called home.
Whew, guys, I am tired. The sun is setting. I am hot and sweaty. It has been a long day. I learned so much though. I learned that wood is not straight. Wood is not the same width on each end. Wood just not wood does what wood wants to do. I think I'm almost prefer to work with concrete now. I thought I was done with concrete. Like, no, I don't want to do concrete ever again. Now this wood is was a bear. But guys, one person all by themselves got the inner rim joist on all the way around, and it is pretty straight, pretty plumb. I'm pretty happy with it. Once we get the outer rim joist on, that should true everything up and keep it nice and rigid and square. But before I can do that, I've got to get the sill plate on the piers and the 40-foot long, 3 wide 2x12 girders. 40 feet long, 3 2x12s wide, 2 2x12s tall, right? Got 2 of those to do. So we have a lot to do here on Ridge Life. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe. It's 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of the channels. And guys, if you got a hype on a mobile device, hit it. I'd sure appreciate it. So till next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Stay with me and go Ridge Life. Woo!
Morning comes slow, I'm back at it again. Coffee in the Yeti, plans on the tailgate. Lumber stacked high, waiting for the frame. Every little board calling me by name. When the wind cuts hard, I stand up taller. When the road gets rough, I build it stronger. Every bruise, every scar ends up in the